Good morning, my dear students. The last class we learned operations on graphs. There are two types of operations. Those are called traversals of graph. Two types of tree traversals. The first one is DFS, depth first search, and the second one is BFS, breadth first search. Okay, all of you. Here simply breadth first search and depth first search. So we know what is a graph. A graph is a collection of nodes and edges. Am I right or not? Yes. So this is an example of a graph. These are all the components of the graph, terminologies of the graph. Okay. So next one, graph representations. There are three types of graph representations: adjacency matrix, incidence matrix, and adjacency lists. So this is an adjacency matrix. So what is the major difference between adjacency matrix and incidence matrix? So in the final matrix, we will get, so number of rows and number of columns are equal. So those are how many number of nodes in a tree. So vertices. So for example, in this tree, how many vertices? 5 vertices. How many nodes? 5 nodes. How many rows and how many columns in the final matrix? 5 rows and 5 columns. So rows shows vertices and columns also shows vertices. Am I right? This is the first one. This is the first one. Undirected graph representation. Consider the graph representations adjacency matrix. The first one, undirected graph. Whereas in directed graph, this is the directed graph. We know. So incidence matrix. The difference is here square matrix. For example, then there are 3 nodes are there. Then 3 by 3 matrices we will get. So 4 nodes are there. We will get 4 by 4 matrix. Okay. Then here rows are the edges, vertices, and the columns are the edges. Columns are the edges. So here all of you, rows are the vertices or nodes, then the columns are the arcs or edges. Clear? E1, E2, E3, E4, E5 up to E8. These are all the edges, but it is not a square matrix. Clear? So this is called incidence matrix. Okay, all of you. Then if it is an incoming edge, then it simply that represents that is 1. If it is an outgoing edge, that is, if it is an incoming edge, for example here E3, A to E3, E3 is an incoming edge, simply -1. If it is an outgoing edge, 1, then there is no edge, that is 0. Okay, in the incidence matrix. Adjacency list, we will show the adjacency matrices in 2 ways. The first one is using linked list representation. Second one is using array representation. We know. Then this is the yesterday class, graph traversals. Yesterday class is graph traversals. There are 2 types of graph traversals. The first one is DFS traversal and the second one is BFS traversal. What is the DFS and what is BFS? Depth first search and breadth first search algorithms. This is the depth first search algorithm. In this algorithm, stacks are used. Then stack operations are applicable in this algorithm. So DFS traversal for a graph produces a spanning tree as final result. Spanning tree is a graph without loops. We use stack data structure with the minimum size of total number of vertices in the graph to implement DFS travel. Simply a DFS and BFS algorithms are used to find the minimum spanning trees. Okay, spanning trees. So we use the following steps to implement DFS traversal. Step 1, define the stack size. That is the number of vertices in the graph. 5 vertices, stack size equal 5. 4 vertices, then the stack size equal 4. If the vertices equal 3, stack size equal 3. Second point, select any vertex as a straight point for traversal. Visit the vertex and push onto the stack. First visit, then if it is not visited, then the element is inserted into the stack. Visit any one of the non-visited adjacent vertices of a vertex which is at the top of stack and push into the stack. Non-visited vertices మాత్రమే మనం విజిట్ చేయాలి. విజిట్ చేసి దాన్ని మనం స్టాక్ లోకి ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలి. Step 4, repeat step 3 until there is no new vertex is identified. Okay, no new vertex is to be visited from the vertex which is at the top of the stack. Clear? When there is no new vertex to visit, then use backtracking and pop one vertex from the stack. Repeat step 3 and 4 and until stack becomes empty. So when stack becomes empty, then produces final spanning tree by removing used edges from the graph. So this is an example. For an example, consider the following example graph to perform DFS algorithm. So clear? So this is the DFS algorithm. In step 1, select A. So widget A, vertex A, that is starting point, widget A, push A onto the stack. Clear? So next step, widget B, that is also push onto the stack. Widget C, that is also push onto the stack. Widget E, that is also push onto the stack. Widget D, that is also push onto the stack. Then there is no visited nodes, but empty nodes are there. F and G are non-visited nodes. We should visit all these nodes in the graph. So that's why then where is the control now? Then the control is D. So then here simply backtracking. When the backtracking is started, then the top element is removed from the stack. So in this example, backtracking is started. So then E, then D is removed. Then where is the control now? E. So then E is also all of you. Then E to F and E to F. F is inserted into the stack. Next one is F to G. G is inserted into the stack. Clear? Then the back propagation is started. So G to F. G is removed from the stack. Next one F to E. F to E is removed from the stack. Then the next one is E to C removed from the stack. Next one A last finally we will get this spanning tree. Clear? This is the spanning tree, all of you. So using DFS algorithm, we will get the spanning tree. DFS depth first sets, depth first. So we will go in depth, then come back. Okay, depth first search. Next one is breadth first search. In the breadth first search, BFS travel of a graph produces a spanning tree as final results. A spanning tree is a graph without loops. We use Q data structure with maximum size of total number of vertices in the graph to implement BFS travel. We use the following steps to implement BFS traversal. Step 1, define a queue of size total number of vertices in the graph. Step 2, select any vertex as a starting point for a traversal. Visit the vertex and insert it into the queue. Step 3, visit all the non-visited adjacent vertices of the vertex which is at the front of the queue and insert them into the queue and insert them into the queue. All of and insert them into the queue. So next one, when there is no new vertex to be visited from the vertex which is at the front of the queue, then delete the vertex, then delete the vertex. Next, repeat step 3 and 4 until queue becomes empty. When queue becomes empty, then produce final spanning tree by removing unused edges from the graph. So this is an example graph. Next one, in the step 1, A is visited, insert into the queue. What are the operations of queue? So then the inserted elements done at last end, that is called rear end. Then the removed from the elements from the front end. So in the data structures, queue has two ends. One is front, another one is back end, rear end. Clear? So elements are inserted at rear end, removed from front end. Clear? So this is A is inserted. So next one is A, D. So A is inserted. Okay, in the step 3, A to D. Okay, A to D. A is removed from the queue, then D is inserted, E is inserted, and B is inserted. Okay, A is inserted, B is inserted, and D is inserted. A is removed from this queue. Why A is inserted first? That's why removed first. So then there is no chance to visit the nodes. That's why A is removed. Next, what are the elements available in the Q, D, E, B? Okay, D, E, B. Clear all of you. Next one, in the step 3, visit all adjacent vertices of D which are not visited. Delete D from the Q. Yes, delete D from the Q. And next one is delete E from the Q. Next one is delete B from the Q. Next one is delete C from the Q. Next one is delete G from the Q. Q is empty. Then the final one, this is the BFS algorithm, breadth first search using spanning tree. Clear? Is it tree or not? This is a graph. Graph is connected to all the components, whereas tree, This is unconnected graph. Clear? Unconnected graph. It is not connected itself. Okay. Then the next one, this is the topic today we want to learn or discuss. Connected components in an undirected graph. This is today's topic. All of you listen carefully. Connected components in an undirected graph. This is an undirected graph. What are the connected components? Here 0, 1, 2. These three are the connected components. So second graph. This is also a connected component. So what are the nodes 3 and 4? These two are connected. So these are the connected components. This is also example for connected component. What are the elements? 0, 1, 2. So what are the elements? 3, 4. Clear all of you? A vertex with no incident edge is itself a connected component. A vertex with no incident edge is itself a connected component. Next one, bidirected, bi-connected components. Bi means two. So each graph divided into two parts. Bi-connected components. A bi-connected graph is a connected graph that has no articulation point. Articulation point is vertex of a graph such that the deletion of that vertex produces a graph that has at least two connected components. For example, the following graph has articulation point at 0 and 3. After deleting 0, the graph divided into two components. Here 0 is a by connected two graphs and connect చేస్తుంది అందుకోసం 0 delete చేస్తే then 1 2 and 3 4 are the two graphs. Clear? 1 2 and 3 4 are the two graphs. Next one is spanning tree. A spanning tree is a subset of graph. So third one is spanning tree. Today's topic, first one is connected components in a undirected graph. Second one, by connected components. Third one is spanning tree. What is spanning tree? A spanning tree is a subset of graph G. Clear? That is a subset of graph G. Next, which has all the vertices covered with the minimum possible number of edges. Hence, a spanning tree does not have cycles and it cannot be disconnected. Spanning tree of a graph with n vertices will have n-1 edges. Example following is a graph and its spanning trees. So this is the graph. G1 is the graph. All of you listen. G1 is the graph. I want to find the spanning trees from the given graph. Okay. How many edges are there? How many nodes are there? 2 nodes are there. Clear? 4 nodes are there. 0, 1, 2, 3. So I want to find the spanning trees. I want to find the spanning trees. Here simply what are the spanning trees? The first one, simply remove the edge between 2 and 3. So this is unconnected graph. So that is called spanning tree. So next one. So 0, 1, 3, 2. 0, 1, 3, 2. Remaining links are removed from this graph. Then this is also spanning tree. Next one, 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 3. 1, 0, 2, 3. Then the internal connections are removed from this graph. So that is spanning tree. Clear? So these are the spanning trees. Minimum spanning trees. A minimum spanning tree of an undirected graph is a tree formed from graph edges that contains all vertices in the graph at lowest total cost. Clear? All of you. A minimum spanning tree of an undirected graph is a tree formed from graph edges that contains all vertices in the graph at least two costs. Properties of minimum spanning trees. Every vertex is included. The total edge weight of a spanning tree is the minimum possible that includes a path between any two vertices. So we may not use edge that would produce a cycle. If there are duplicate weights, there may be one or more minimum spanning trees. Applications. Minimum spanning tree is used in network designs, traveling salesperson problems, etc. So minimum spanning trees. Clear all of you? So next one, the minimum spanning tree of an undirected graph is a tree formed from graph edges that contains all vertices in the graph at lowest total cost. Properties of minimum spanning trees. These 4 are the properties of minimum spanning trees. Prim's minimum cost spanning tree. This is the Prim's minimum cost spanning tree algorithm. Prim's algorithm is used to find maximum cost spanning tree. Maximum cost spanning tree procedure. Step 1, it begins with a single vertex. Next, add least cost edge you come away to spanning tree. Step 3, repeat this edge addition step until tree condition and -1 edges. Next one, at the time edge addition, make sure that the added edge does not form a cycle at each step. This complexity of Prim's algorithm. Okay, time complexity of Prim's algorithm. The time complexity order of n square, where n is the number of vertices in the graph. In Prim's algorithm, time complexity is order of n square. Clear? Next one example, find the minimum cost spanning tree using Prim's algorithm from the following graph. Clear గా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి, మీకు ఆన్సర్ దొరికేస్తుంది. ఏంటి లేదమ్మా ఇక్కడ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ విచ్ ఇస్ ద మినిమం కాస్ట్ వెయిట్ 3, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 6, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 2, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 3, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 2, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 4, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 3, ఎట్సెట్రా. These are all the minimum cost. So simply, we should take a weighted graph. Based on the weighted graph, we will design a spanning tree. Okay, we will design a spanning tree. Clear? So this is the weighted graph, unconnected and weighted graph. Next one is find maximum cost spanning trees using Prim's algorithm from the following graph. So here simply minimum cost edge of vertex A is then A of C, then that is, so which is the minimum cost? A to B, the weight is 6. A to C, the weight is 3. Simply it will take A to C. In the next step, minimum cost edge of A and C is C comma B. So then here A to C and C to B. A to C and C to B. In this diagram, which is the smallest A to C? Next one C to B, which is the smallest to C to B. Next one is next one in the minimum step. Next one C to D. Next one is C to D. Next one is D to E. Okay. Next one D to E. Simply this is the spanning trees. First A to C, C to B, then C to D, then D to E. Okay, D to F. This is a minimum spanning tree. Clear all of you? Then A to B, A to C to B, C to D, D to E, D to F. So this is the final spanning tree. Understood all of you? ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక గ్రాఫ్ తీసుకుంటాము, ఒక వెయిటెడ్ గ్రాఫ్. ఆ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దేర్ వెయిట్స్, వెయిట్ని బట్టి విచ్ ఇస్ ద లోయెస్ట్ ఎడ్జ్, వెయిట్ తక్కువ ఉంటే ఆ ఎడ్జ్ని మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఇయర్ ఏ టు బి అండ్ ఏ టు సి రెండు ఎడ్జెస్లు ఉన్నాయి. విచ్ ఇస్ ద లోయెస్ట్ వెయిట్ ఎడ్జ్? 3 is the lowest weight edge. Simply we will take A to C. Next one, which is the simplest? What are the adjacents of C? E, D, B. These are the adjacents of D. But which is the least edge? 2 is the least edge. Then this is connected to B. So that is 2. And next one is D edge. So next one is D edge. So next highest is D edge. The control, select this one. Next one D to E. Next one D to F. This is the minimum cost spanning tree. Yes or no? ACB, DEF, ACB, DEF. That is the minimum cost. Next one is Kruskal's minimum cost spanning tree algorithm. Kruskal's minimum cost spanning tree algorithm. Kruskal's algorithm is used to find the minimum cost spanning tree by adding one edge at a time. Procedure, this algorithm selects the edges for adding to tree in increasing order of their cost. The edge is added to tree. It does not form a cycle. Find the example. So find the minimum cost spanning tree from the below graph. Minimum cost spanning tree. Here 5, which is minimum either 10 or 25. 10, go to O. So then 28. then could go to 1. Which is the minimum cost? 12. 1 to here 1 to 1 to then here 14 6. Next, which is the minimum cost? 22D. Okay. So next one. So then this is outer Kruskal's algorithm, minimum cost spanning tree algorithm. Here take all vertices without edges. Take all vertices nodes without edges 0, 1, 2, 6, 5, 4, 3. These are all the edges. Connect 5 to 10. Okay. So next one is connect 2 to 3. Okay. Next one connect 5 to 10, 14 to 1. Next one is 10 to 1. Okay. Clear? Yes. Then the fifth step, identify next minimum cost edge. Identify next minimum cost edge. Which is the next minimum cost edge? Which is the next minimum cost edge? Here simply 1 to 2, that is 16. 1 to 2, 16. Next one, identify next minimum cost edge, which is the next minimum cost edge, which is 10. Yes, 10. So next one is the identify next minimum cost edge 4, 5. So then 4, 5, which is for 5 years minimum cost edge. So shortest path algorithms, next class we will discuss. So I will repeat the Kruskal's algorithm tomorrow, Prim's algorithm tomorrow also. I will discuss the Prim's algorithm tomorrow also. Okay. So stop chestunna. Okay. So today's class is connected components in an undirected graph. Yes or no? So these three are the adjacents of 1. These are connected. These 2 are the adjacents of 3. These are also connected. Connected components in an undirected graph. Simply connected components. These 2 connected. Then here divided. A symbols. Then 0 and 3 is divided. Simply you remove the 0, then the two graphs are called bi-connected graphs. Bi means 2. Here 2 parts got divide cheyadam bi-connected graphs. Spanning tree, tomorrow we will discuss next concept. Okay, all of you. Okay. Tomorrow we will meet. Thank you.